could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars.
Well, good morning. We're getting ready to head out of town. I think I've talked to you before about the importance of keeping air in your tires and properly maintaining your tires. Today, we're taking Donna's car, so I'm checking and topping off the air in her tires. Now, it's always important that you find out what the air pressure is supposed to be in the tire.
How do you do that?
Well, it's usually on the sidewall of the tire, and oftentimes it's in the side panel or the door of the car itself. And I'm going to open this, but I'm going to guarantee you it's locked. Okay, it's telling me that all the tires should be aired up at 35 except for the spare, which should be at 60 psi. So I'm just going to top them off, make sure we're at 35. That's it, 35.
Yeah, so on the dashboard of my car, one of my, what are they called? Are they called idiot lights?
No, it's your tire monitoring system, tire pressure monitoring system.
On the display though, it shows me that I have a tire low because I get this little yellow exclamation mark in parentheses, and then if I run through my menu, it tells me which tire is low.
What you doing? We're on our way to Bearizona. We're going to see us some bears. We're going to bring you back some video content, unless, of course, we get eaten by a bear, and then you'll have to go through its stomach contents to find our camera. Right, Donna?
I'm sorry.
Told Donna, when we go out hiking, we don't hike. When we go out hiking, I've said, if we encounter a bear, I am going to have to run, and all I got to do is outrun you, because if I can outrun you, then I'll leave you behind for the bear, right? So here's the deal, though. I never counted on the fact that someday, like today, I was going to have a bum ankle, because I am basically bear kibble. So here we are in Kingman, Arizona, on our way to Bearizona, and we had to make a quick pit stop for the canines. These kind of road trips are just a blast to do, you know, just to get away, get out, get rolling somewhere. Even though we're not camping, we're not in our RV, it's just good to get out of the house and go do something, because as you know, it gets really boring staying at home every single weekend. So anyway, this is fun. We're having a blast so far. Okay, so we stopped to let the dogs grab a quick pit stop, and that was kind of fun and interesting, as it always is. And you got a cop on the side of the road up here. Pulled somebody over. Donna, you want to get over now? Donna was just giving me trouble because she said that I kind of backseat drive too much for her, and so we've only been back on the road approximately 2 minutes. I've only given her 5 or 6 instructions of things to do, and apparently I'm already getting on her nerves. So the plan right now is that we're going to pull over up here, and I'm going to take an Uber back to Las Vegas.
I've been driving as long as you have.
But she hasn't been driving as well as I did. Okay, so coming out of Kingman on 40 eastbound, the little mountains and hills around Kingman and basically this whole part of Arizona, as we get more toward Williams, we'll be up in some pretty good mountains or hills. Anyway, it's just a very pretty countryside, and I never get tired of looking at it as we roll down the road. Donna can't hear me because she's driving and she's asleep. We are just west of Williams, and I'm just telling you, I've got to get me an Arizona hat when I get here because you know I like my hats.
Turn right on Bearizona Boulevard.
It's 120 for like a carload. So like if you bring a van or you've got a bunch of kids, it's not, there is a cutoff.
Did they charge us for our dogs?
No.
What if a bear eats a dog? What happens then?
I'm not sure.
Do they reimburse you for your dogs?
Aggressive during rut.
What's that mean? There's a big rut up here? What if this is like Jurassic Park or something, and the burros and the bears and the reindeer all go wild? I mean, think about that for just a minute. What if there's like, oh, I think I hear an emergency announcement. There could be a breach any minute and we could be in severe danger. We'll try to video all of it for you though. We're pretty sure that Coco and Bentley will be able to save us if something bad happens. We've moved into the wolf section and they have a sign that says to keep your windows and doors locked and up, no exceptions, which begs the questions, have these wolves been genetically modified so that they can open a car door? I'm just curious about that.
I stopped at the historic brewery food truck that was in the little, they have like a walkthrough area, and they have small animals, and there was, I didn't go see any of them because we got the dogs with us. The dogs can stay in the parking lot, but they can't go into the area where the animals are. And but I did stop and I got us some quesadillas from the taco truck, and we're just hanging out in the car having lunch.
Yummy, because Donna knows how much I like food truck food.
which is really crazy considering we had a food truck. But
Okay, so we just finished our wonderful tour of Bearizona. We had some lunch. Donna told you about that at a food truck. And what'd you think?
oh, you know what? It was nice. I don't know if it was worth the $50. It was a lot, but it was kind of fun. And you know, the social distancing and those type of events that are hard to attend, you know, it wasn't a bad way to go. But you guys saw what we saw, and glad we got a chance to share it with you. Thanks so much for coming along. It was a fun day.
Yeah, we had a good time. It was a nice getaway. You know, during the time of COVID-19, anything you do like this is kind of worth it because it gets you out of your house. I will say this, I usually don't like these kinds of parks because I feel like the animals are being exploited or they're not being treated right, but everything we saw, and you saw it too, those bears are eating very well, and so are the rest of the animals. They're nice and plump, and
Yeah.
there's certainly no issue with their nutrition going on, right?
Yeah, right at the beginning of the park, you saw that one little bear who was kind of pacing right by the fence. But as we drove past him, you could tell he could go. He could come. He didn't have to stay right there.
Yeah, I don't understand that because that's usually like representative of nervous behavior, especially of a pinned up animal. And you're right, he could have left that area. I don't know, maybe the cars were making him nervous, and that's the kind of part of this that bothers me a little bit is do the cars bother him? Do the exhaust fumes bother him?
They
That
didn't
sort of
seem
thing. But
really affected by any of it.
and I will tell you, I think at the prices that we paid, for them to get the quality of care that it looks like they're getting.
Yeah.
I mean, when you walk around the park, I use the restroom facilities and whatnot. Everything is clean and everything is in order. So I do feel like if bears need a safe place, this is a safe place.
Yeah.
And it's a healthy place for them. Maybe not psychologically as healthy as the wilderness, but it's healthy, right?
Yeah, it felt really nice that way, and certainly from the price point, you know, to get in, I'm sure they're taking good care. I'm sure they're getting good food or whatever. We went on a cruise to Mexico one time, and we went swimming with the dolphins.
Never again.
Oh my gosh, it just broke our hearts. These poor little dolphins were having to give everybody rides on their backs.
They were in a tank, and we didn't know what we were getting into, and it's just one of the things I regret. It's weird. It's kind of a double deal. I regret it, and it was a once in a lifetime moment that I had with a dolphin, so I'll never forget it for that. But in hindsight and big picture wise, I'll never do anything like that again.
Well, we try to do our research before we go, you know, attend things like that, and I think that's all you can do. I mean, yeah, clearly, you know, the animals, some animals are rescued, and they need those environments to take them in. But on the other hand, yeah, do your research. Make sure you're taking good care of the animals, and it's not exploiting them.
Yeah, and it's not for us to tell you not to do it. I mean, we did it, right? So we're not trying to say don't do it. It's just something we will never do again because it's one, and I have many, it's one of my regrets in life is that I contributed to the exploitation of a dolphin like that. So, yeah. Anyway, hey, we thank you very much for tuning in to our wonderful trip to Bearizona Boo Boo. And we want to say like, share, and
Are you gonna sing on the way home? Because I think
I don't think so. Did he sing?
you singing to the radio.
Oh, I might do that because, you know, that's what I do on road trips because I could have been Pavarotti. But anyway, I once again, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you
Next week.
next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.